Nurse. 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 Goldberg Live is brought to you by hiretraders.com.au. Get 3 free quotes from local tradies near you. Live and on relay stations throughout the world, you're watching Bruce Goldberg Live with special guests tonight. We haven't announced them yet, but anyway, this is live and we're doing it right now. So give a nice big round of applause for Bruce Goldberg. Nurse. Nurse. Oh, that's better. Gee, this is full of... What is going on here tonight? We have got so many technical problems going on. It's as bad as Channel 9 News. They have lots of technical issues too. Boy, oh boy, running around with chooks without heads on here trying to put this show to air tonight. We hadn't done... I'll tell you what's happened basically. We haven't done this show for so long and we upgraded our software that puts all this... with the guys from Madway sitting right just there. They're the guys that push all the buttons like this. Nurse. And like that. And like everything else, you see. So we upgraded the software. And lo and behold, just before we go live, the software didn't work. So we had to quickly log in and it still wouldn't work. It still wouldn't go online. And it was just absolutely insane running around here at the last minute. That's why we're late tonight. That's the only reason why, I'm being honest. I mean, that is what's going on. So it might be worth your while watching the show just for the technical crap that's going to go on during the show. That's why I watch Channel 9 News now, because there's always a technical glitch. That's why I watch it. No, it's got good news. Speaking of Channel 9 News, it was great to see Jessica Rowe the other day getting into a Merc. She switched back to a Merc from a blazing Volvo. There you go. So she's made the switch back to Mercs. They had Mercs to begin with. I don't even know why they went to Volvo. But anyway, it's good to see Jessica and driving a nice little... I won't give it away which model, but a nice little Merc anyway. It's a nice little Merc she's got there. Anyway, what else is on your mind, folks? Type it in the box and have your say like others are doing right now. We've got lots of stuff to write to you, to play to you, actually. And I'm just reading off the board here because we're streaming this on Facebook, YouTube, Real Stream, No Stream, every stream you can think of around the world. This is global. Somebody's saying, go the Mighty Roosters. Yes, go the Mighty Roosters. That's our local team here in Sydney, Australia. Tonight we've got a clown that can sing. Boy, can this clown sing. Whew. He's been around for a while. And people say to me, I never see you, Bruce, and the clown at the same time. What's going on? I mean, is it like Batman and Bruce Wayne? I mean, you know what I mean. And I'm saying, no, it's not me. I sing. I won't deny it. I do sing, but it's not me. It's definitely not me. Okay, but we're going to play a clown. We've got several things of this clown singing, and he can hold a note. We've also got Vaucluse Dailies for you, fresh from Yarville, also known as Vaucluse, in case you were wondering where Yarville was. I mean, we call it Yarville now, and some funny things going on there. I'll get to that in a minute with the Vaucluse Daily girls. And if you don't know what the hell Vaucluse Daily is, well, you sit back and you'll hear a tale. Speaking of that, what a segue that was, hey? Speaking of that, we have what happened? Well, it's back to this clown again, really, isn't it, Mr. Producer? Yeah, it is. It's back to the clown. What happens when you get Gilligan's Island and you match it with something else and it all combines all in one? Well, we're going to play that for you soon too. So, what else has been going on in your neck of the woods? We'd love to hear you. So write it in the board and have your say. I'm just reading some of the board people here because they're people writing from all sorts of boards, and you can read all their stuff here on the screen just next to me over there, sort of thing. Okay. So anyway, I had a look around today. And during the week also at some of the new shops that are opening and what's going on. And, you know, around the eastern suburbs, there's a whole swag of new things going on. But they're not getting the support of the local community. They're not. They're really not. I had a look at Diplomat, empty. Totally empty on a night time at 7:30 during dinner. They're open for dinner. Totally empty. If you've been to Diplomat, let us know. Type it on the screen and have you say what you thought of it. I've been hearing good things about it, actually. So we need to get behind them. And I also had a friend of mine who's very well known in the eastern suburbs who went there for breakfast, and he said it was empty during breakfast. So I can't work them out. And during lunchtime, it's not that busy either. So I just can't work it out what's going on there. Look, everything else in the past has failed there. So please get behind and support local businesses, new ones that are opening up. Mashiko went past that the other day with a friend. 3 people were in it. That's not getting supported either. Please support that as well. Sushi Train was a little bit quieter than usual. I went in there. God, I'm a greedy guts. You know, I on my own, okay, I went in there on my own and I spent $60 on my own. On my own. Nurse. Yeah, I think I was calling the nurse, you know, by eating so much. But yeah, it was good food. Very fresh. Very, very, very fresh. Leslie says, can't see any comments, Bruce. Maybe just me. Well, Leslie, because this is a live show, I can tell you the comments are coming up on just here on the screen from all the different feeds that we're doing. Because you're watching us, I would assume, on Facebook, but there's other people watching the Goldberg live page on Facebook, which is totally separate to the Rose Bay Vaucluse group thing that I run. And there's also YouTube we're streaming on, Real Stream. It's all in sync, and it's all being broadcast as well. So that's what's going on. And one other thing I've noticed too, the church on Dover Road and Old South Head Road, wow, they're smashing that down at the back like you would not believe. It's totally smashed down at the back. No problem, Leslie, no problem. It's totally smashed down, and the plans were for a restaurant to go in there, but wow, it's going to be a massive rebuild with what's going on there with, you know, the church being smashed down. Anyway, that's basically it, what's been going on around town. We've got some gags for you. We've got some clowns singing if you just joined us. Well, one clown singing. Bit of Gilligan's Eye. Oh, look, I won't go into it all. You'll see for yourself. We've got 3 Vaucluse Dailies for you, and I hope the audio works for Vaucluse Daily. We had a technical problem a few weeks ago on that, but we've got some new ones for you, fresh. And one of them is something that really makes me laugh. I'll go into that later. And a lot more. So stick around. We're going to take a quick break and come back with more right after this. Goldberg Live is brought to you by hiretradeies.com.au. Get 3 free quotes from local tradies near you. Need to sell your property? Get a free market appraisal with Daniel Barron of LJ Hooker Double Bay, the sales expert of the East. Call Daniel on 0418 243 093. That's 0418 243 093.
G'day, this is Jim from Jim's Airlines. Yeah, come fly with us. Come fly the friendly skies. Yeah, we'll give you vouchers for Jim's mowing, Jim's dog cleaning, Jim's jogging. And we've also got this new stuff called Jim's toilet paper. That's Jim's Airlines for you. Have a good one.
Welcome back to Goldberg Live. Oh, if you could only see what goes on in behind the scenes here when we've got those little ad breaks on, hey? If you could only see. Oh boy, we should do it behind the we've got the producers here from Madways just over here. Guys, we should do a video of what goes on in between the breaks, all the running around and scripts and everything that I don't mind letting everyone know what goes on behind the scenes, all the secrets of this show. I mean, I don't mind at all, really, I don't. Anyway, I think it's time for the Vaucluse Daily. Number 1.
It's Susan Van Trafsky here with the Vaucluse Daily, coming to you bed bound, as I have just learnt that it's Monday morning. But guys, for those of you off with enthusiasm to your jobs, photocopying or emailing or tweeting or tap-tap-rawing or whatever it is you people do all day, spare a thought for us, trapped in our castles with staff and no such company. I mean, the grass is not always greener. Think about us running fearfully like a hyena from a lion, simply at the sight of the scales in the bathroom daily. Okay? Yes, Anna, I will have another Bloody Mary. No Tabasco, my stomach went off like a firecracker. Okay.
Goldberg Live is brought to you by hiretraders.com.au. Get 3 free quotes from local tradies near you. And welcome back. Oh dear, to Goldberg Live. Brought to you by hiretraders.com.au. There they are there. We haven't given them a plug tonight. There it is. If you need a tradie, painter, printer, no, not a printer, a painter, an electrician, a plumber, anything like that, don't ask on the borders much. Just go to hiretraders.com.au because you get 3 free quotes from local tradies. It's obligation free. It is. That's why I use it. I use it for other reasons too, but that's why I mainly use it. And it works. 3 free quotes from plumbers, electricians, or painters, or whatever. hiretraders.com.au. Write it down. hiretraders.com.au. There you go. There's our sponsor. There's a big plug for our sponsor because we felt like it, right? Dear, oh dear, oh dear. We've still got another 2 Vaucluse Dailies coming up. We've got goats making strange sounds. It's bizarre. It is absolutely bizarre. We've also got a clown. In fact, we'll get to him in a second. Yeah, what do you reckon? We'll get to the clown. I know. Look, I know a lot of people have been asking me about this clown. You want him now? I'm just talking to my executive producers here from Madway Productions. You see their logo at the end of this show. And they're the ones that give me the directions just over here. There's 2 of them. And one day we're going to turn this camera around and you'll be able to see these producers, what they look like. They're lunatics. They really are. You think they need some help, Nurse. But they put this show together, and I've got to say, they do a good job. When we have meetings about how they screwed up, right? Anyway, we're going to play something now. Yes, okay. So what happens when you mix Gilligan's Island with another famous song and it's a clown? And remember, you never see me and the clown at the same time. But it's not me. I'm not the clown, okay? I wish I was. I wish I could sing like this guy. Take a look at this.
Just sit right back and you hear a tale of a fateful trip. The that started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing lad, the skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day for a 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. Oh, and it makes me wonder. Me wonder. The ship set ground on the shore of this uncharted desert isle, with Gilligan, the skipper too, the millionaire and his wife, the movie star, the professor and Mary here on Gilligan's Isle. And they're here on Gilligan's Island.
Well, that just happened. That smoosh up was created by Little Roger and the Goosebumps back in 1978.
Goldberg Live is brought to you by hiretradeies.com.au. Get 3 free quotes from local tradies near you.
This is to the man in the car who just told me to F off after I asked him to please slow down on our narrow neighborhood street moments ago. Dear sir, I imagine you are not from one of our narrow neighborhood streets, and I imagine you are unaware that the street you were speeding on is filled with families, with young children, dogs, people who ride bikes and walk. Okay, this is a neighborhood. It is not a thoroughfare, nor is it a highway. And I also believe you don't know the appropriate response to please slow down. The appropriate response would be, of course, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention, thank you, and then slow down. Now I'm actually late for the Celebrity Centre. Tanya, we need to speed up. They've got me doing an on-camera piece today. And this has nothing to do with the party we had last night. Don't give me that look. Come on.
Oh, that's the Vaucluse Daily, number two. We've got one more, which it made me laugh hard, this one. I'm going to play a little bit later on. It was, pardon me, oh, gee whiz, it's the weather. Oh, boy, it's really hitting me now. Yeah, so we've got another one that's coming up, which made me absolutely laugh about Paddington. And you'll see that in a minute. Boy, oh boy, we got some things going on here in the show tonight. Lots of stuff. Yeah. So anything you want to say, folks, just type it in the box below. Somebody loves it. Oh, Leslie, you love the lady. Yeah. Look, you know the Vaucluse. There's two of them. The Vaucluse Daily girls. You got to look really carefully to see what I'm talking about. Yeah, they're very artistic and very creative with some of their stuff, and you got to watch really carefully in the background where they've got particular big gates and buildings and houses behind them in the backdrop. So that's part of the gag. So there's a lot of double meanings in their stuff. Yeah. Okay, so anything else on your mind, folks? Type it in the box. We'd love to hear from you. It's been a few weeks since Goldberg Live was live. It wasn't even dead. It was just not live at all. We were just having a bit of a break, as you do when you want to, because we just felt like it. No, it's not because I didn't pay the producers, because they're here. They're still here. I don't pay them anyway. They pay me. No, they don't. No. I pay them.
Nurse.
Oh, it went better at rehearsals. Seriously, that gag went better at rehearsals. Okay, coming up, we've got a few gags for you. We've got some goats acting weird. We've got some more clown stuff going on. I don't know what's going on there. And we've got some funny accidents that happen, because I know a lot of people have a good laugh at other people's expense. So we've got a lot of other stuff happening coming up here on Goldberg Live. We're going to take a quick break, come back with lots more right after this.
Goldberg Live is brought to you by hiretradeies.com.au. Get 3 free quotes from local tradies near you.
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
Zapatero, ¿qué opina usted del gobierno de Zapatero? Pues igual que yo. ¿Y qué opina usted? ¿Qué opina usted? ¿Qué opina usted del gobierno canario? ¿Y de los ayuntamientos de la isla?
Yeah.
Hi, it's Susan Van Trafsky here with the Vaucluse Daily. I've struggled through the rain down to the inner west to Paddington today to collect some bed linen for the guest wing. Alarmed, to say the least, at the amount of traffic and people and faces glaring at me. Somewhat of a fishbowl, this car like a beacon in the night. But, guys, more to the point, absolutely disturbed today upon discovering that in my dressing room there was a beige Todd's loafer atop a patent pump. Now my vocal folds dropped octaves at this sight. Never shall the twain meet, so they say. Let alone be on top of one another, let alone inside one another.
Welcome back to Goldberg Live. Yes, Susan Van Trosky. That's Susan Van Trosky from the Vaucluse Daily. Oh dear. Paddington in the inner west. That's what it's become now. Yeah. What's that? Shell's writing something, a joke. Trips to the International Space Station will soon be available for $60 million. You'll have to be able to see 17 sunrises each day while orbiting Earth. Save yourself $59,999.176 by taking LSD on vacation in Ibiza. Yeah, well, we don't promote drugs on this show or on the board, but it's a joke, I suppose. I don't know, not my issue, that one. But if you have anything you want to say, just write it in the board like Cheryl did. Just have your say. It could be a joke, could be a comment, a question. We're doing this live. It's fully interactive, this show. And it's brought to you by hiretradeies.com.au, where you get 3 free quotes from plumbers or electricians or painters or anything like that. Obligation free. Just go to hiretradeies.com.au and type in what you need, and there it is. 3 free quotes. Simple. It's so simple, it's crazy. Moving right along here, we're just reading some more things that people are writing here. Hilarious. Okay. I'll never recover. There's people making comments from other streams. So if you're on particular streams and you can't see what I'm reading out, it's because they're from other streams that I'm reading. But the trick is you read what's up here on the board, because that is the board for all the streaming that we do through YouTube, Realstream, Facebook, Ustream, Realstream, everything. I think we're doing about 100 streams. Is that right, Mr. Producer? About 100 streams at the moment? Yeah, we're doing about 100 streams on Goldberg Live. That's how popular we've become. We pay people to watch us. That's how popular it's become. There you go. That was a bit late on the boom tish. We'll have a meeting after the show about that one. Okay, coming up, we've got... What have we got coming up? I don't even have anything listed here. What's going on? Oh, okay, we've got this, have we? What's this supposed to be? What is it? The clown again. The clown. Oh, the clown. Really? Okay. We've got a clown again singing another classic song. He does this really, really well. Watch.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Ground control to Major Tom. Commencing countdown, engines on. Check ignition and may God's love be with you. This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade. And the papers want to know whose shirt you wear. Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare. This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in the most peculiar way. And the stars look very different today. For here am I sitting in my tin can, far above the world. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do. I think my spaceship knows which way to go. Tell my wife I love her very much, she knows. Ground control to Major Tom, your circuit's dead. There's something wrong, can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear? Am I floating around my tin can? For above the moon, planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do.
Need to sell your property? Get a free market appraisal with Daniel Barron of LJ Hooker Double Bay, the sales expert of the East. Call Daniel on 0418 243 093. That's 0418 243 093. Goldberg Live is brought to you by hiretraders.com.au. Get 3 free quotes from local tradies near you.
And welcome back to Goldberg Live. We're doing this live from Goldberg Manor where the sun never sets. No, it doesn't. We just chew up all that electricity on the grid and we send you into power blackout from Goldberg Manor. Quick, get the bat poles ready. So anything you want to say, folks, just write it on the board below and have your say. We'd love to hear from you. We're doing this on YouTube, Facebook, Realstream, Ustream, MeStream, everything. Like hundreds of different streams we're going out on tonight, as per usual, of course. Contact us. Anything that's happening in the area. We'd love to hear from you. Anything in the East or in Sydney or Australia or anywhere. It's an open board. You might want to give your business a plug. Have your say. It's up to you. It's an open board, open forum, and we would love to hear from you, just like Leslie did and Cheryl did with her joke. Anything. You can say anything you like. Ask a question with what's going on. I actually, yesterday, or was it the day before, on this community board that we are broadcasting on as well, it's an Eastern Suburbs community board for those outside of Sydney, somebody asked if anyone would like to take over the meteorology measurement bucket. It's like a big looking bucket thing to measure the rainfall in the area, which goes out to the Bureau. And he's been doing it for about 15 years. And we're looking for people in the Dover Heights area. So if you know of anyone that would like to do it, I think they've got to report in at 9 o'clock every morning to the Bureau or SMS them or something or other with why are we jumping around here on the screen? It's making me giddy, Mr. Producer. We'll have a meeting after that as well. So if anyone knows of anybody in the Dover Heights area, it's got to be in Dover Heights, that wants to do this. It only takes up about 200 millimeters width-wise, but it goes up. It's like a big bucket thing. It's made of metal and it collects the rain. And that's how the Bureau gets its measurements from all over Australia. So you're actually contributing to a really good cause there. So, whoops, we're jumping again. So if anyone wants to do that, check our board out in the Eastern Suburbs and look for that post, because that guy is moving up to Queensland and he can't do it anymore. So it would be a good thing if someone else could take over. I don't know if he gets paid for it or not, but you'd have to be doing it every single day. So there you go. Anyway, it's great to have your company with us wherever you're watching this, on YouTube, Ustream, Realstream, Facebook. We go out through all of these crazy places into your homes, watching this on your phone maybe. You might be sitting on the toilet watching this because shit happens, right? There's supposed to be a boom tish there. Or anywhere you could be watching this. Who knows? It could be absolutely anywhere. We'd love to hear from you. Have you say, write it down and have you say in one of the boxes, I should say. I see what happens when we haven't been doing this for a few weeks. I go rusty, you see, and all these mistakes start happening and all these sorts of technical problems happen too. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. It's not as bad though as what happens when you have an accident.
Ahí va Juan Cosío.
Le valió madre.
Pusher, there you go. Oh my God.
Okay.
Nigga say,
Dear oh dear. It's as bad as calling Paddington the inner west now of the east.
Nurse.
Oh dear. Oh, what happened there? We had a half a boom tish. At least we got half of it. Can we get a full one, Mr. Producer? Can you give me a full boom tish? Thank you. There you go. See, if you don't ask for it, you don't get it. That's basically all about life. Isn't that right, Mr. Producers? Yes. Yeah, what are they laughing at tonight? What are you... Come on, guys. What are you laughing at? The what? Oh, the gags we just played on the... Oh, the people falling... Oh, okay. Yeah, it's pretty popular around here. People laughing at other people's misfortunes. Especially the... You know, what gets me is the guy with the beer. He's trying to open the top and the bottom breaks on him. It's totally bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. But it looks good. It makes good video, right? Anyway, what else is on your minds, people of the East and Australia and everywhere else? We're doing this live from Goldberg Manor, where the sun never sets. So we just use up the entire power grid. That's why. But this is a live and interactive show. Some people say it's not, but it is. You can write anything on the board and have your say, and we'll respond to it. Like Leslie did, and a few other people did. Basically... quite a few people have been writing on different boards today. It's very interesting what's been going on. But like I said earlier, we need to support local business in the eastern suburbs of Sydney. Not enough businesses are being supported, and there's businesses struggling. New businesses that have just opened, and you think, you know, the novelty factor of them opening would still be happening. They'd still be getting crowds in there. But no, they didn't even get any crowds on day one. And I can name which shops they are. But I'm sure you know, they're on the New South Head Road end of Rose Bay, eastern suburbs, which have had quite a few new shops open recently. There's a coffee shop called Mashiko with a K, not with a T. It would be strange if it was called T. In fact, you know, that'd create good publicity for them because people would be talking about it. Oh, have you heard about that place? Have you heard about that place with that funny name? It's called, yeah. Anyway, it could work.
Nurse.
Oh, well, it was worth a try in marketing, right? So you need to get behind these stores, people, because they're not getting enough people and, you know, they've got to pay rent. And they're trying to create new shops for us. You know, I went to Manly today for lunch. And I can tell you now, Manly leads Bondi Beach for dead. It really does. I mean, I'm born and bred Bondi, okay? This whole eastern suburbs area. But really... Manly is just 20 miles ahead of Bondi Beach in so many ways. It's cleaner, it's more friendly, family friendly. It's got waterfalls in the De Corso there, the restaurants and everything. There's nothing that looks run down in the main area. That's the key to it. And the other big key, and it's a very sore point with me, is that there's no graffiti. They got rid of there's no graffiti at all. Nowhere. You can't see any graffiti anywhere. It's clean. It attracts the majority of people that have got money to spend. All the tourists and people like myself that just went over there today for lunch. Just something to do. Something different instead of hanging around the east. So Waverley Council, who does watch this show, I know that for a fact, and there's a lot of Waverley Council people who are on the Eastern Suburbs Board, which I run, you guys need to take a leaf out of Manly's book. Seriously. Because once you've been to Manly and you've seen the difference, especially more recently, you would be ashamed of yourselves in what you have allowed Bondi Beach, supposedly supposedly, I do say, because some people in the world have never heard of it, a supposed world-famous beach, which I don't think it is, does not live up to its promise of what it should look like. Graffiti, rundown shops, vacant shops because of the rent. I know that's an issue with the landlords. But once you've been to Manly and had a look at the difference, you will be shocked at the difference. If you've been recently, you'll know what I'm talking about. You walk along the De Corso there and go along where the Stain Hotel is and all the restaurants along there. Ben & Jerry's are along there with all the restaurants. It's two different worlds, totally. I wish they could physically move all of that to Bondi Beach. Seriously, I mean, it can't be done, but I really wish Bondi Beach looked like that. Family friendly, no graffiti, no rundown looking crap, none of this bohemian rubbish, which does not work, obviously. And if it worked, why isn't the place packed and all these shops open on Campbell Parade, which they're not? There's some vacant places which have been vacant for a long time, or people don't last there and they go under. And it's not such a tourist-friendly place as you may think it is, or we've been conditioned, that's the key word, conditioned into believing. So next time, folks, in the East, take a look at Manly, go and have a look, and you'll think, yep, Goldberg was right. It does look fantastic in comparison to Bondi Beach. It's a disgrace, Bondi Beach, how they've let it go. And I'm not talking about Amalfi Beach clubs or anything. I'm talking about cleaning up Campbell Parade, fixing up the way it all looks, getting rid of the damn graffiti off Queen Elizabeth Drive there. That's a disgrace. It's got to a point now of ridiculous. And it's going more north, actually, onto the North Bondi pool. Up there, it's got to that point now, the graffiti, and they still won't do anything about it. So when does it come to an end, the graffiti? Does it have to go around the next cliff at Ben Buckler before they put a stop to it? How far does it go? That's what I want to know. And you're comparing a beach with no graffiti at all, not one single bit of graffiti, not even a tag, in comparison to Bondi Beach, which is absolutely disgrace. It's loaded with graffiti. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you obviously haven't been to Bondi Beach recently to have a look. Or you haven't been to Manly to compare the two. Hide your heads in shame, Waverley Council. That's all I can say after seeing what I saw today. Hide your heads in shame. Anyway, if there's anything else on your mind, folks, please write it in the box below. And have your say. Don't hide your head in shame. Just have your say. We'd love to hear from you. Whatever it could be. It could be about me. You might have a different thought about Bondi Beach. I don't know. I don't know everything, but I know common sense when I see it. You might want to have a talk about some of the shops, the new shops. It could be anything you may want to speak about and have your say. We'd love to hear from you. We're streaming this out through dozens of different streams across the world to have your say. And if you don't want to have your say, I'm out of here, because it's a interactive show, this, where we'd love to hear from you, the viewers. Regardless of what you're doing, tell us what you're in the middle of doing right now as you're watching this show. Are you eating? Are you out and about? What are you doing exactly? I'd love to hear from you. I would love to hear from you. Otherwise, I'm getting out of here. Isn't that right, Mr. Producer? It is. It is right. So, basically, we have got no other people contributing to the board as far as I can see on any of those streams that we've got. There's quite a few streams, a lot of people watching, but no one's contributing. So I'm out of here. So have a good week, whatever's left of this week, and have a good week after Sunday. And we'll see you back here real soon. And if you see me in the street, come up and say hi. I won't bite your head off, but I'll try to. Good night.
You've just been watching Goldberg Live, brought to you by hiretradies.com.au. Nurse.
This has been a Mad Ways presentation, darling.
Pico, pico, picota.